Hello everyone and welcome back to the Midnight Bar. Tonight I have a special episode for you. Get ready? Kleptomania. And you might ask me, what is kleptomania? I know there's people that are crazy, but are they crazier than kleptomania? That's a pretty good question, which we're going to answer tonight. So let's get started with the show. So I used to have a friend. She's not my friend currently anymore after what she has done. Her name was Susan. And Susan, she had a really bad problem stealing. So one day, Susan and we went to go grab drinks, and she's telling me,
Alan, I have such an adrenaline rush, dumpster diving, some trash cans, and having so much fun just finding clothes in there.
I'm looking at her thinking, are you fucking out of your mind? Then she starts posting on Instagram all these photos of her dumpster diving, and she's finding all these bags laying over the trash cans. Then she tells me,
Hey, Alan, I gotta tell you a secret.
Okay, well, what's going on?
I like to go into schools and take stuff.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what is wrong with her? I told her, well, maybe you should not do this because you're going to get caught by the police. She tells me,
No, don't worry about it, Alan. Everything's gonna be fine.
you think it's going to be fine? So once you get caught, you really think you're not going to go to jail for what you're doing? Or get a misdemeanor at best?
No, I'll be fine.
Really? You're going to be fine? After stealing something from a store? But who the heck goes and robs from stores? I think you have to be such a petty human just to steal something from a store. I understand it's an adrenaline rush stealing something. But that's a really bad habit. I asked my friend in the beginning, can you please stop doing this? Because here's what happened. One day my friend, Susan, and my other friend, Jack, we went to the store just to go buy some ice cream. And Susan tells me,
You know, the one thing I hate about college is that everyone's broke.
I told her, what do you expect? We're all college kids. Obviously we're broke. And Jack says,
Hey, do you understand that we have to pay for our college dues?
and Jack's like the innocent kid. He'll never do anything wrong. He'll apologize. He's a very sensitive kid, but I like the kid. He's very comforting to be around sometimes. And Susan keeps telling me,
Alan, you don't understand. I need this.
so you need what in particular?
I need to do my thing.
So I'm standing there like a complete dumbass, dumbfounded, and so is my friend Jack. Jack asks my friend Susan,
What are you doing?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna go on an adventure in the nighttime.
Lord behold, the adventure we were in, we were breaking into a school. Yes. Susan asked me to drive her to just hang out one night. She calls me on the phone saying,
Hey, Alan, I want to go meet by this one place. It's not as far away in Northridge.
I'm like, okay, well, why are we doing this in the first place?
Oh, there's just a park there. We're gonna go hang out as friends. You, me, and Jack.
Jack says,
Oh, I'm down, I like some nighttime adventures. Who doesn't?
I said, I don't know, this sounds a bit dangerous, guys. And she keeps telling me,
Alan, stop being such a pussy. Let's just go. It's gonna be so much fun.
Jack is saying there, he's thinking to himself,
What is actually happening here?
and I asked Jack, are you sure this is safe? He told me,
I'm kind of scared, man. I just want to have some fun. I haven't hung out with anyone since I have to go back to my own home country.
okay, well, let's do this. This should be fun before you head back to your country in a week or two. So as we walk out of the car, Susan goes near the school fence in elementary school, and she decides to climb over the fence. And she tells me,
Hey, Alan, come on, let's go. We're gonna climb over the fence.
I told Susan, what am I, a freaking 3-year-old climbing fences again? I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 26 years old.
It's okay. No one's gonna catch us.
I told Susan, I'm not pretty sure that it's a safe idea to do this.
Oh, come on, Alan. Stop being a coward.
No. So my friend Jack decides to climb the fence also, but he almost cuts himself on the fence line. I ask my friend Jack, are you okay?
Yeah, I just can't climb. My ankle hurts.
I'm like, don't climb, man. You're only going to get yourself in big trouble. Susan decides to run into the front entrance of the school as she climbs over the fence. And she runs inside because the doors are open. She goes into the teacher's lounge, goes inside a fridge, and pulls out 2 boxes full of ice cream, which was meant for the kids. And she runs outside, On top of that, going to the playground, stealing 2 sweaters. I'm screaming on top of my lungs, Susan, get the fuck out of it. What the hell are you doing?
Alan, it's fine.
She climbs over the fence. She gives me the stuff, puts it in my trunk, and she says,
Alan, come on, let's go quickly. I'm like,
what the hell are we doing here? Are you freaking nuts? I'm not gonna take you home. I don't want to be a damn accomplice.
It's okay, Alan. Just listen to me. It's all gonna be okay.
No, this is not okay. Why the hell are you jumping over fences? This is insane. Susan looks at me and tells me,
Alan, everything's gonna be perfectly fine.
I'm grabbing my head thinking, you're fucking out of your mind. What are you doing? So we head back to her place. I'm sitting there. She decides to cook us lunch in her small little apartment, which is right near our school campus. And she tells me,
Alan, I had so much fun tonight.
Jack is sitting there freaking out, thinking that he about was going to flip his mind. What was going through his head? Jack was telling me, he grabbed me by the shirt saying,
Alan, this is Grand Theft Arsony.
no, dude, this is not freaking GTA. Relax. We're not going to go to jail.
No, Alan, you don't understand. I don't want to have a bad record. I'm from another country. I have my green card. I don't want to lose it.
I told him, dude, it's fine. You're not going to lose your green card. Susan tells us,
Hey guys, would you like some lunch?
I'm sitting there just quiet as a cucumber, chill.
Alan, is everything okay?
I told her, no, it's not okay. You broke into a school in the middle of the night. What the hell were you thinking?
Oh, it was so much fun, wasn't it?
No, it was not fun. I didn't want to go to freaking jail or get a misdemeanor. I'm already a suspect because of you.
No, you're not. You'll be fine. No one's gonna find out about this.
So a week goes by, and Jack comes back into campus, and I see him around, and he's like,
Hey, Alan, how was class?
oh, it was good. And Jack tells me,
Alan, you need to meet me in a corner. I need to talk to you.
okay, what's going on?
I kind of did something.
Jack, what did you do?
It's kind of tough to talk about it.
Jack, tell me what you did.
I kind of broke into another school with Susan, and we stole 3 chairs.
You stole 3 chairs, Jack? Are you out of your mind?
Well, she wanted some chairs for her apartment. I'm like,
Dude, now you're definitely gonna be an accomplice. What the hell's wrong with you?
I know, but, she just told me it's going to be so much fun. She just has so much energy.
Just because she has so much energy, it doesn't mean that she's a freaking great person. She might really have a problem here, dude. We need to figure out to do something about her. Maybe she needs therapy.
Yeah, but I don't know, Alan. This is
what, Jack?
it just feels kind of off.
Off?
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems off. I think she's out of her fucking mind. Who the hell breaks into schools and steals shit from there? Susan. That's who.
Alan, I just don't want to get in trouble, I don't want to get kicked out of this university. I really want to be successful in my life. My parents are already so strict with me.
I understand, Jack. Here, I have a solution. How about this? We just stop talking to her completely.
Alan, I can just stop talking to Susan.
Jack, I have an idea. We're gonna do a test to see if Susan is really a good person to hang out with.
Alan, are you
Listen, Jack, everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do a test. If she does this, that's how we know that we could trust her. Or not.
Okay.
So I decide to pull off a little experiment. We go to a store the following week. Susan tells me,
Alan, it's so much fun doing what we're doing every time. It's amazing, I get to dumpster dive.
she keeps talking about dumpster diving again, and then she tells me,
Well, it's so much fun. Dumpster diving. I get to find all these bags hanging around. It's great second appeal luxury.
I told her, second appeal luxury?
She said, yes. It's like those fancy bags, but they're cheaper, but they look so much better.
And then she tells me,
But you gotta tell no one what I have done so far.
the fact that you're stealing, she's like,
Shut up.
and then she closes my mouth. I told her, don't put your hands on my mouth. What's wrong with you?
Alan, I really need to do this. This is so much fun, what we're doing every week. We need to go do this again.
I told her, Susan, You know what? I've been thinking about it. I just don't want to do this anymore. This is very dangerous. If we get caught, we could get in big trouble.
Alan, what's wrong with you? Chill out, man. You need to have fun.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm just having so much fun.
Does your boyfriend know that you're stealing stuff from local stores?
No.
I'm like, okay, then why the hell did one of my friends send me a video of you breaking into the store and getting jumped by a security guard? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It was not that bad.
I told her, Susan, I'll talk to you after class. So then 2 weeks go by, and Jack is running up to me with his phone saying,
Alan, you need to hear what Susan did.
okay, so what happened? So he shows me a video of what she has done, and I'm shocked. Susan is breaking into a fashion store, and she's trying to steal perfume and different types of cologne for her boyfriend and for herself. What is going on here? As the video's playing, there's a store manager screaming at her,
Stop right there. You can't be stealing stuff. Stop right now.
and then a security guard is jumping the little girl, and that little girl is my friend Susan.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
And then she freaking punches the security guard. I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with her? She definitely is going to get a misdemeanor now. The store owner is telling her in the video,
You better watch what you do. You do this one more time and I'll really have you arrested.
she says,
Oh, fuck you and your store. I'll go some other place to have my fun. After Jack stops playing me the video,
I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, what the hell is wrong with Susan? She must really have a problem. So a month rolls by and I'm sick in bed. I can't get up. And Susan decides to text me on Instagram.
Hey Alan, do you want to hang out? It's gonna be my birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. I'm sick. I caught a cold. I can't get up.
Oh, it's okay. You can just meet me since you're sick.
I told her, I don't want to get you sick. I have a really nasty cold, and I want to keep my distance from you.
No, come on. We're gonna have fun on my birthday.
I told her, I'll make it up in 2 weeks. So, as I'm trying to claw out of bed, Jack calls me on the phone.
Alan,
Yeah, Jack.
did you hear what happened?
What?
Susan decides to rob another store.
What do you mean she decided to rob another store?
She decided to shoplift. And this time she was on an escalator. And she dropped a bunch of magazines and lipstick all over the ground.
What? What is wrong with her? Why would she do this? I don't know. Maybe because she's crazy, Jack? Jack's thinking,
Wow, Alan was right this whole time.
and I'm telling him, you know what I'm thinking. You think I'm right. Yeah. This needs to end, man. It's either we're having an intervention with her, and then we're ending our friendship.
Okay, so then what's the best solution, Alan?
We're gonna do this. I'm gonna meet up with her, and we're gonna take her to eat out. We're gonna explain to her that she has one last chance, and then we're just gonna cut the friendship if she promises to keep doing this.
Well, is this gonna work, Alan?
All right, listen to me. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick her up. We're gonna go hang out for a bit. I'm probably thinking of batting cages or just go to some local farmer's market and just enjoy the day. If she decides to do something, that's how we know we can't be friends with her anymore.
Alan, that's a great plan.
Dude, it's just a simple plan. Don't get your buttons twisted.
Dude, I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, I understand, but we need to see who she really is as a person. I know her for 3 years, Jack, but I never seen her ever steal something. This is a shock to me too. So then, after I feel better, after 2 weeks, I decide to take Susan out to eat for her birthday. I know it's not her birthday, but I decide to get her birthday lunch. And then when we're sitting there, I'm staring at Jack. Jack is staring back at me, and Susan keeps talking about the stuff she likes to do. I decided to excuse myself to go to the bathroom, and I got a nasty text from Susan. And here's what it says.
Alan, why the hell do you think about yourself? It was my birthday weekend and you couldn't hang out with me. I know you're hanging out with me right now, but this is disrespectful. When someone asks you to hang out with them on their birthday, you do what they tell you to do. I hope you understand that. I went to your comedy show, and I didn't find him that funny, but I still went because I'm your good friend, and I said I support you and what you do.
After I stopped reading the text, I thought to myself, what a fucking bitch. How could she say this about me? I got sick. Can you blame a guy for getting a cold and want to be safe so he doesn't get anyone else sick? I leave the bathroom and I see Jack sitting there freaking out. And I ask Jack quietly, are you okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm just a bit freaked out.
I told him, dude, relax. Everything's going to be fine. Susan is chiming in asking,
What are you guys talking about?
oh, nothing. Everything's fine, I'm saying. Jack says,
By any chance, I know that you're having some troubles with your boyfriend. Do you want to share them with me?
she spits out everything that's going on between her and her boyfriend's relationship, how to hold her boyfriend hostage against his will by getting herself impregnated with his child. I know the guy goes to law school, but she is just out of her mind. She is pressuring this guy to most likely run away from her. This chick is nuts. She's pressuring a guy who she's only been in a 1-year relationship with to have a baby ready. She's basically chaining the guy up so he can never get out. He's going to be stuck in that birdcage being her bitch for the rest of his life. And I talked to her boyfriend. He's a nice guy. His name is Mark. And Mark is a fantastic kid. He goes to law school. He's trying to get his master's degree in business administration. And on the side, he's also studying to be a lawyer for patents. I told him, dude, it's fantastic. And I like her boyfriend. He's friendly. He's nice. He finds me funny. But I just don't know why she behaves like this. Why does she want to control people? So she's not just a kleptomaniac, I start thinking in my mind. She's also manipulative and uses people. She's a control freak. She's a complete package of someone you shouldn't be friends with. When we finally finished eating, we left and got in my car and headed out to go have some more fun. So we headed out to the farmer's market. And Susan was just standing around like a little girl, staring at all the jewelry and thinking about how pretty it is. It's like a kid going into a candy store, stares at everything, looking at what beautiful objects are around him. Just mesmerized. But Susan got a nasty plan in mind. She decided to pickpocket every single person who's walking by the farmer's market. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's wrong with her? What is she doing? I'm watching this, and so is my friend Jack. He just sees what's happening, and he's like,
Dude, I didn't believe you.
I told you she's nuts. She has a really bad adrenaline rush. This is a very bad habit. It's going to come bite her in the ass one day. Dude, we got to do something about this.
Okay, what do we do?
We got to end this friendship.
I can't. I don't know why she's doing this.
So we leave the farmer's market. She grabs what she wants. I told her, hey, by any chance, I could hold your stuff while I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
She gives me a bag. There's a bag full of stuff. What's in there? I grab and I pull out a watch. It's a female watch and a necklace in the bag. I look at my friend Jack and I tell him, she's out of her fucking mind, dude. What is she doing?
I don't know, man, but this is evidence. This is terrible. This is proof that she's nuts.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna leave the bag at some corner, write a nice note saying, we did not see anything, and we're just returning whoever stuff this is.
Okay.
Instead, my friend Jack decides to throw the bag in the trash can. I told him, Jack, what are you doing?
You said get rid of the evidence.
I didn't say throw in the trash can. I just said put a nice note and just let the people who have their missing stuff find it and put lost and found on there. I didn't say throw in the trash can.
Oh.
What am I gonna do with you, Jack?
I don't know, man. I'm just freaking out. This is a scary situation for me.
Dude, relax.
I know what we're gonna do.
So I decide to go to the bathroom. Susan comes out and she asks,
Jack, hey, where's Alan?
Oh, he went to the bathroom.
When is he gonna be back?
Give him a few minutes.
Jack is standing there freaking out. He's just whistling to make sure that Susan doesn't figure out what's going on. She's kind of suspicious, saying,
Jack, where's my bag?
Oh, yeah, about that.
The moment he's about to answer, I walk out of the bathroom. Hey guys, ready to go? Susan asks me,
Hey, Alan, what happened to my bag?
oh, what bag? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no bag around me. I'm just acting dumbfounded because she doesn't realize she has a really bad habit. And that was not even her stuff. So she just decides to forget about it and we walk to the car. Whew. I told my friend Jack, dude, we gotta be more careful. This is nuts. Okay, so we decided to go to a big supermarket because they have a sale on fish. Susan tells us,
Hey, I'm gonna cook you guys a fantastic birthday dinner. As my thanks for taking me out.
I told her, hey, no, it's no problem. Just, everything's okay. We just like hanging out with you today. Susan tells me and Jack,
I'll be right back, guys.
Jack looks at me and says,
Alan, what are we gonna do? We need to definitely ditch her.
yeah, you think? Okay, here, I have a plan, Jack. Here's what we're gonna do. So I tell Jack we're gonna ditch her in the most easiest way possible. He tells me,
Dude, it's not gonna work.
you didn't even hear what I was gonna suggest.
Alan, we're not gonna leave her here at a supermarket.
Fine, we'll do this. We'll just quietly go to the back and walk out.
Alan?
Fine, we'll just do one thing. We'll finish right now with the supermarket as she buys fish and drop her off and explain that we have a doctor's appointment and leave.
Alan, that sounds kind of petty.
Do you have a better plan?
No.
Well, we might as well try it. By the way, Jack, I was in the bathroom and during the whole incident when you were talking to her about her boyfriend.
Yeah?
She kind of said some nasty things about you too.
What? I thought she was talking shit behind your back.
Wait, she's talking shit behind my back?
Yeah, she says, dude, you're a condescending prick. You only think about yourself and no one's needs.
What? That's not true. I'm a kind-hearted person. How could she say this about me?
She also says you always pressure people to do stuff they don't want to do.
It's not true.
Alan?
It's not true, dude, I swear.
Alan, I believe you. By the way, Alan, I'm just curious. What did Susan say about me?
You don't want to know, man.
All right, come on, spit it out, Alan.
Fine. She basically told me, and I'm telling you this in secret, don't tell her, that you are kind of a coward, you don't know how to talk to women, and you'll probably die alone.
Why would you say this about me, Alan?
Dude, she's just a jerk. We need to cut her off. That's what I mean. She's too much.
Fine.
Hey, guys, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing, Susan. Are you ready to go home?
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna cook us dinner.
So we drive Susan back to her house. It's around the evening. I walk out of the car, and my friend is staring at me saying,
Alan, don't do this.
I told him, we have to do this. So we're standing outside our parking lot, near her apartment, and Susan tells us,
You guys ready to go inside?
Susan, I need to talk to you.
Alan, don't do this.
Listen, Jack, I have to do this. Susan, please step outside of my car.
What's going on?
Susan, you've been my good friend for how long?
3 years, Alan.
Yeah, so my question is, why talking shit behind my back and my friends?
What do you mean?
You're talking shit behind my back and my other friends.
No, I'm not.
Are you serious? You're talking shit about Jack, my friend Robert, and now you're talking shit about me behind my own back.
That's not true, Alan. I've never done anything like that.
Really? So you're telling me Instagram messaging is lying to me? I don't think it's a lie if it's written in Instagram and I got the text to show you as proof.
Alan, you're being silly. I'm just joking around.
You're joking around? So you like to play with people's feelings? Just like your boyfriends?
How dare you say that?
Oh, really? So you don't like when someone talks about your boyfriend, but you like to talk shit about other people because it's fun for you.
Alan, what's the point?
The point I'm trying to get at is, you're not perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not even perfect. And I'm a comedian on the side.
Alan, listen. I'm going through something rough right now with my own boyfriend.
I want to run away too.
That's messed up. You can't say that.
I could. Because you draw the line here, lady.
Lady?
I'm like, yeah. You're behaving like a child. You're only thinking about yourself and no one else.
Alan,
I can't talk to her. Wait, before you go, I have one more thing to say. I can't be friends with you anymore.
what? Why?
You have a bad issue.
What are you talking about?
You steal stuff from local stores, you break into schools to steal clothes and ice cream, and your excuse, you tell us that you do this because it's fun and it's normal, and then you always tell me to keep this in secret, to not tell anyone. So I'm kind of confused. You're acting like a criminal, you're doing petty theft, and you don't want to pay for your consequences. Susan, this is wrong.
Alan, you don't understand.
What's your excuse, Susan? I would really like to hear it.
Okay, I have no excuse. It's perfectly fine what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing wrong.
Jack walks out of the car saying,
Thanks, Susan. You really have a problem.
Shut up, guys. You guys have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I tell Susan, you really need to get therapy.
Don't tell me to get therapy. Your family's the one that's all fucked up. You still live with your dad and your brother in a small apartment sharing a bunk bed? That's kind of pathetic.
Yeah, it might be pathetic, but at least I'm a family person and I don't steal. I'm surprised that your own mother, who's religious, does not know that you're stealing from local stores and breaking to schools. If she found out, she would disown you as a daughter.
You want to do that to me, Alan?
Admit you have a problem, and we can still be friends.
You know what? This is not true. I don't believe you.
Susan, please.
Jack tells her,
You need to believe us. We want to help you.
La 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 la. I can't hear anything. La 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 la.
Susan, you need to stop. This is a serious problem. You need to get help. Mental help. Or else this might end up in something worse. You might actually end up in jail. Or God forbid, prison. And it's not great as a result. You know the type of stuff they do in prison to people who do nasty things?
That's not gonna happen to me. My parents already paid for this school. So why should I care?
So you're basically freeloading off of your parents, and you're having fun.
Jack says.
How do you know what I do?
Alan told me. Alan, why don't you tell him that?
Well, that's basically what you're doing. You don't care about the consequences, and you're stealing. You're stealing from little kids. Ice cream from the teacher's lounge. Who steals kids' ice cream?
Well, I need it.
What do you need it for, Susan?
I was hungry. I'm a broke art teacher.
You're not even a good art teacher because you didn't even spend your time honing your craft drawing something. All you do is you dumpster dive and steal from stores and complain how tough school is. And don't give me the excuse that you're an art major and that you're poor. Everyone's poor right now. Look at the economy. After the pandemic, everyone was suffering, not just you. So stop acting all innocent. Grown up and be mature. Be an adult for once in your life. You're 22. It's kind of sad.
You know what, Alan? You like to embarrass me.
I'm not embarrassing you. I'm proving a point. I'm being blunt with you. You want me to be honest with you. You like me being honest with people. You like this about me. This is why we're friends, right?
Yeah?
Well, I'm telling you, you have a problem. You need to get this solved.
Whatever, Alan. You don't want to be friends with me? Fuck you. But if you ever write something about me on Instagram, I will ruin your life and your families.
Okay? So I go back into my car. She starts crying while she's talking to Jack. Jack gives her a hug, saying,
It'll be okay.
Jack takes her back inside her apartment, walks out to my car. He sits down and says,
Alan, why would you do this?
Why would I do this, Jack? Susan has a problem, and she needs to own to her own consequences. Because one day it's going to bite her in the ass.
I understand, Alan.
Okay, I'm going to take you home, Jack. I appreciate you being there as a witness and seeing what I go through.
All right, Alan. Are you sure not going to regret her dropping her as a friend?
No, I'm not. I have you as a good friend.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Alan.
No problem, Jack. Let me just take you home. So I finally drop off Jack at home. I get to my house around the evening. It's around 10 o'clock p.m. already. And Jack tells me,
Susan's kind of losing her shit.
why?
Susan texted me this.
Alan is such a fucking asshole. He dumps me over some petty stuff like me stealing from stores. What is his problem? He really needs to get therapy himself. I can't believe he tells me to get therapy.
I respond to Jack, is this really what she's saying about me?
It gets worse, dude.
Why should anyone be friends with Alan? This guy's a complete loser. He's a comedian. His life's already going to shit. And he wonders why he has no girlfriend? And this is why his privilege didn't work out. Because he doesn't accept that he should be a religious human being. He denies his own religion. And he hates everything that people try to help him with. You know, that's what kind of sad. I pity the fool. That's why I was still friends with him. If anyone wants to be friends with Alan, they should probably rethink their choices over again. But as his friend, I cared about him. And I put up with his shit and his boring-ass podcast stories. I think that he could have had a better life for himself if he just kept his mouth shut. Maybe some woman would actually fuck him for once in his life.
Jack tells him,
But wait, it gets even better.
Alan has no love life. He is probably gonna die alone. And on top of that, he has a big mouth. Yeah, he can't even keep secrets when someone asks him to keep secrets for them.
But that's not true.
Alan,
Give me 1 sec.
the conversation's still not done. You need to read further.
If anyone who knows Alan should probably realize he'll backstab you as a friend and throw you to the ditch. And I'm not surprised why his previous friend, which he used to do YouTube with, dumped him as a friend and kicked him out on Christmas Eve day. Yeah, I would have done the same thing to him. He's just a load of shit on the sidewalk. Who the hell needs him? He's a petty human being. 'Cause the guy just constantly thinks about how to make his life better and looks beneath everyone, just like a piece of shit on a shoe.
What? Jack says,
Dude, I'm sorry. This is the stuff she's saying about it. She's angry.
she's angry? She needs to chill, dude. She has a real problem. That's why I told her to get therapy in the first place.
Alan, maybe she never tell a chick to get therapy.
I cared about her. That's why I said it.
I understand, Alan, but you need to realize she has a mental issue.
Yeah, you think? Psychologically, she's not right in the head, Jack. Do you believe me?
Yeah, dude, but she's gonna try to ruin your family. Here's one more thing she said about you.
You know, if Alan ever posts something about me on Instagram, or if it talks about how he broke up with me as a friend, on a podcast or something, I will hunt him down and I'll make sure he is never gonna be a man ever again. And I'll make fun of him during any camping trip I ever see him with, if I ever go to one with him. That includes picnics.
So just because I go on to Russian and Ukrainian camping trips, she says she's gonna ruin my life. Well, this hits shit for the fan, but it's okay. Honestly, I'm glad I don't have her as a friend anymore. Jack says,
Dude, I totally understand and I respect you.
then the most interesting thing happens. A month goes by, and I'm already in another state. I'm right now in Georgia. I'm starting my new job because I lost my previous job. And my friend sends me a video now that he's back at his home country.
Alan, you need to watch this video.
He sends me a video of my friend Susan getting stopped by a store owner telling her to get the fuck off of her side of the street. That if she ever steals from her, she will smack the shit out of her. I'm just paraphrasing the stuff the owner was telling to my friend that was stealing from the store. There's an actual video on Instagram. It's a reel. If you guys click on it, it's going to be on my below descriptions of this podcast episode, wherever you guys are listening to it. And you'll see that my friend really has a problem. Why I'm not friends with her is because kleptomaniacs are a real problem to be friends with. They will deny that they have something wrong with them, and they'll try to ruin everyone's life. I actually learned a valuable lesson in being friends with this girl, Susan. Don't be friends with someone who is lying about their true colors, especially someone who's a kleptomaniac. It's a complete fucking nightmare. That's why I'm telling you guys, watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's located on Instagram. You'll see what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Until next time, the M.R.O signing off.